Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another race for you this week. We are in the Dirt Street Stock C-Class Fix Series here at Limaland to open up the season for this series. Not sure how many of these I'll do throughout the season, but decided to jump into this one, give you guys something a little bit different. I know I've only run one of these before. So, thankfully there's only 16 cars, so all 16 should make the main, which is a good thing because we are going to be incredibly slow. Gonna go out and run qualifying right now. We were effectively last in practice and way off, and for some reason I've got this background graphics issue that's going on where everything's just flashing. So yeah, we're gonna be probably 4/10 off because I have yet to figure out how the heck to run this car around this track quickly. I know you're supposed to try to keep it straight, you know, as much as you can throughout the corners, but I just keep losing time whenever I try to do that, so I've not figured out the right way to get around the corners. And tried high line, tried low line, and cannot seem to find a good balance. And we can see we screwed that lap up. So it's going to be the first lap that's going to count. We're going to stay out just for the last minute and a half and try to learn whatever we can. This is definitely, you know, for me a lot tougher than when I tried to run lane year the last time. So yeah, it's a class I struggle with, and I'm trying to learn how to get faster at it. I just cannot seem to find out how to do it. I mean, even that 297, while that's the fastest I've turned, that is by far nowhere near where I need it to be. So only thing I can hope is somehow the track conditions go away and I'm able to figure out how to drive a little bit faster. It looks like I found a little bit of something on the bottom, but again, even that 1.5 is not really all that good considering there's guys in the O's. So just gonna do what we can. Probably gonna run the bottom the whole time unless somehow I get shuffled to the top, and we'll make that work. Definitely feel like, you know, that last corner I was sliding a little too much, so I was trying to find the right balance of getting the thing to go through the corners as quickly as possible, but not slide and burn off that speed. The more straight you can keep it, especially on the bigger tracks with, you know, a little bit wider turns, not quite so tight like Lima, you want to try to keep the car straight. I have learned that much. It's just executing it and knowing that right amount of slip angle for me is the hard part. So you can see that 1.5 still literally would have put us about 12th, maybe 13th. So yeah, let's gonna see what we can learn how to do in this. Looks like there will be consolation. Looks like they're going to 13 in the main, 12 out of each heat, and then 1 out of the B main. So we're gonna end up in the B main unless somehow there's wrecks and we can avoid those. So let's jump in and see what we can do out of this. Hopefully I do not show you guys us getting in the B and then losing. That would be the worst thing we could do. So just gonna try to do what we can. Hopefully we have that little bit of that better line if we can somehow get to the inside line. I think we'll probably start in third gear. 8 laps, no cautions. So best thing for me is to somehow avoid whatever mayhem does occur, and hopefully that's good enough to get us by 2 cars so we can get into the A main and I have something better for you guys to see, because this is going to be frustrating if we don't end up in the A. But that's where I fully expect to be. I expect to finish 8th in this. Just absolutely terrible at these. Sadly, I feel like I might be worse at these than I am at ARCA at my own house, which is pretty bad. So, all right, Jake, be ready. Get ready to go green. Bleeders are off. Bit of an early start. We're going to try to stay outside of the 14 for now. Using a little bit of brakes just to try to get in and keep it off. Going to watch out for this 3 wide mess going on up here. Might try to stay high of it and just see what we can find. Slide too far off the corner, that gives the 14 a chance to get to us. He drives right to the inside of us, just kind of turns right. So trying to get back to the bottom, see if we can work by the only spot where I was able to find any kind of time. Still got to get by one more car, which is going to be a hard part. Looks like we are faster than the 14, but getting to anybody else is going to be the hard part. So, going to be starting lap 4 this time, so about a third of the way through. And yeah, going to try to do what we can. Feel like I can at least get by the 14, but we're going to need to do a little bit better than that to try to get into the A. Looks like the 11's trying to make some moves on the inside. We're going to keep working to the inside, see if we can try to get to either the 11 or the 16. Try to follow the 11 through on the inside. Sadly, we're still barely hanging on to the back, which is frustrating, but I just need to get one spot to get into the A. And we've got 3 laps to do it.
That was a 15.30. The guy behind.
Oh, there it is. Looks like the 16 got down into the 11. We're able to sneak around on the outside of that. We try to stay ahead of the 16 just to give us that bit of a buffer, but hopefully we can just stay here in 5th or 6th and be able to transfer to the A out of luck. We're going to come by the line to get the white flag this time. Try to do what we can. Still favoring this bottom. Looks like 12 was kind of running there. Get really bad out of the corner. Kept the wheel in too long. Didn't quite straighten it out. But I think we should be good enough even if the 16 goes by on the inside to finish in the 6th. Oh, we were able to finish 5th. So that'll help us. We'll be starting on the inside of the starting grid. So that'll help us that way. We at least made it into the A for sure, which makes me feel better. Let's go watch that wreck between the 11 and the 16. So you see 11's running on the inside. That was right where we had been. We were kind of trying to follow on the inside as well. I was just hoping to follow him through if we could get by the 16, because that was just going to get us the one spot we need. And I don't know. I mean,
the air temp is 84 Fahrenheit.
Kind of looks like the 16 came down, but then it also looks like the 11 slid up. Let's take a look at it from the 16 standpoint. See how much he came down. Pitched a little bit. I think it was more of the 11 actually coming up into him, honestly. So it worked by us because it upset the 16 and we were able to get by him. So let's take a look at let's watch the second one and see what's going on. Watch this from the stands. We've got the 1 to go. 6 is going to be leading this. We're going to have 8 in this one as well. So we will focus on the leader to start, and we'll see what happens with it.
It's hammer time.
And they are off.
Go. You've got 1 gallon left.
5's in the lead, 3's running second, 1's there, and you've got a pretty tight battle right there for 6th, 7th, and 8th are pretty far back. So right now the front 6 are almost running nose to tail. 5th is running just on the inside, and right now there's a pretty good gap right there. So work our way through. Got Spencer Childers, who is in the 8. He is right now bouncing around in 6th and 5th, depending on the battle. But looks like there's a 3-car battle right there for 4th, 5th, and 6th. 1 through 3 is kind of trying to break away single file. Everybody's kind of mounting up on the high side. Spencer Childers trying to make the move on the inside of the 15. That is Joe McLaughlin there in the 15. Excuse me, Childers is in the 15, McLaughlin's in the 6, Luke Phillips. Yes, you can see McLaughlin running in 7th right now, trying to chase down Childers, who is in the 15. Yes, excuse me. So he is currently your transfer right now out of this. We are already through 5 done, getting ready to complete 6. You can see everybody's generally favoring that high line. A couple cars trying to run the low side, but it seems to be going away. So everybody's pretty much nose to tail right now. A little bit of a gap between 6th and 7th there. So absolutely no pressure. We've got to move for the lead up front. There's some contact there. That's actually going to cause the 3 to get into the wall. That's going to cause some serious issues. See if he can get rolling before the 6 gets up to him. Looks like he can, although it's going to tighten that battle back up. So seems like a little bit, I know they're fighting for starting position, but it seems like a little bit unnecessary. The 6 actually gets into the inside of the 3 and loses it, so that's going to put the 6 out. It's also going to slow up the 3, but that was on the last lap coming out of 4, so that'll set that. So you've got the 5. And actually, we did all 16 like we thought. So everybody lines up there. We are going to be starting 9th in this, so as car number 13, if we can pick up a spot, that'd be great. Gonna jump in. I thought that would be 16. It was kind of weird how it was stating that. So we're gonna get ready to go. Gonna do the best that we can. Again, cautions in the series. Those laps do not count. Only green flag lap counts. However, there is no extra tire sets.
70.
So no point to pay at all. You're not gonna get anything out of it. So. Not sure what's going on with the background flashing like this. I'll have to take a look at my graphic stuff and see what I can find is causing that problem. So I think again we're going to start in 3rd gear. We'll start with sets and best lap to go for the first probably 5 or 10 laps or so, and then as the track changes we'll probably jump to last lap. Actually, I'm thinking of even just going to last lap right now because it could be tough to run fast laps and gonna be moving around lanes, so it'll help me figure out what's gonna be the best spot to be in. When you're running the track, to me, sometimes the straightaways don't feel as long as they are as when you watch up from the grandstand. So, yep, just gonna try to keep it clean, see if we can get away with the 0x, and if we can pick up a spot, that's great. I mean, honestly,
okay,
probably could finish in 9th and still gain I rating, but would love to get to the top half of the field. Glad to be starting on the inside. That's just the line that I seem to like. 7 cuts way down, almost getting the tires. We're gonna have to watch out for that. We've got wrecks happening up top that we're able to get to the inside. That's gonna bring out a caution. It's supposed to be the 8 had the position on us. We're gonna let him by. Not sure how far they're gonna put us behind. And we've got more cars going everywhere. Not sure what was going on there. And you can see we only completed 1 lap so far. Try to catch back up to the field. We'll see where we end up lining up. I think because of the start we should be doing a single file restart, but we'll see. If that's the case, it looks like we're going to be 6th. It's looking like right now. See, we should be getting the 1 to go this time. Yeah, single file restart, and we will be restarting 6th. So, able to pick up a couple spots. Looks like really shouldn't finish dead last because you got some cars that are wrecked that are going to be in the pits for a while. So, gonna get ready to go. Everybody's off. Not the most organized restart. My fault for also not checking up. We're getting closer to the 8, but the 8 was kind of all over. So, gonna get back to the bottom.
B6.
Glad to have avoided that and not come away with any problems. So, losing time to the 8. Probably need to get out of the throttle a little more and just work into it. Try to keep the car a little straighter and then get back on the throttle. Hopefully that should help us. Still just losing it off the corner too much, so gotta work on knowing the right amount of counter steer without sliding the car too much.
The leader has just done 15.10.
Just end up with this problem of losing it real bad off the corners. Trying not to, counter steer so much that we lose all our momentum off.
We're outside.
Bottom's definitely going to be tough to run, but I just feel more comfortable running there than I do on the top. Barely tap the wall. Just waiting to see if the 15 is going to go high on us. If he's able to get the track position, that's fine. We're back under caution, so going to keep us back here at 6th, which the longer we can run here, the happier I am. I'm sorry about the graphics issue. I don't know why that's doing that. I have not really seen that on any of my paved races, so double check all my settings to see if I need to turn anything down or whatnot. It's super frustrating. Doesn't really seem to be affecting the frame rate at all, or it causing any stuttering or anything like that, but it's definitely annoying to see for sure. So take a look at everything. We're able to get 4 laps done this time at least. So we're on 5 of 25. So race may take a little while, but again, I'm unfortunately for the actual safety rating calculations, these caution laps do not count, as they are not documented laps being completed. Although dirt, I have a little bit of a better safety rating, not amazing, but it's better off than where I'm at right now in the paved oval. So not too worried about padding that. I'm always trying to get a clean safety rating, but for me it's more about learning the trying to learn the cars in the series and do the best that I can. Gonna get ready to go this time and tighten up a little bit lower than everybody, but you can see the middle of the track starting to slick up a little bit. We actually slide up into the wall. It was completely my fault for sliding it out of the corner. Got the 8, we got a good run on him, so just trying to watch him. Trying to do the best I can to see if I can gain on anybody at all. Still trying to run a little bit higher up than where we were, but still the low line. 15's definitely there. You've got a couple guys running low. Looks like the 4 got over top of the tires. 8 comes diving down off of 4. So it's going to be too wide, which this is where I feel like I'm at a disadvantage on dirt. On the single monitor, I can never see where the cars are at, and it causes me to have to run a little more passive than I want to. That was me for getting up into the 15. Feel bad about that. I keep trying to run a little bit lower, stay below. We got a big wreck behind between the 15 and the 8. Not sure exactly what happened, just saw them go, so that should allow us to get into 5th now. I'm sure both of them will be able to work their way back. 15's still losing it off the corner. 8's falling back. 11's trying to work their way up now. We've got the 1 kind of sliding all over. We've got the 4 to our outside, so I keep working around and see if we can try to pick up any spots. I feel like I'm losing all the momentum off the corner. I'm able to gain through the entry in the middle of the corner by running the low line, so I'm going to tap the wall again. That was completely my fault. Thankfully, no incident points, but lost a ton of time momentum. Thankfully, on these cars, you can kind of beat them up a little bit and still be okay from a speed standpoint, so typically no harm, no foul there, although I don't ever want to lose the time to everybody. Lose it way off of 2 that time. That's going to cause an absolutely terrible entry into 3 and 4, so we're going to have the 10 right on our butts. He's actually going to push us into the corner that time, so thankfully was kind of prepared for that, was able to correct it. Slide back up, get the wall with the right rear again. Really got to try to control it off of the corners a little better. Counter steer a little bit more, but not directed up the track. Look like we got another run in with the 15 and the 8 back, so it's going to be a problem there. At least able to get through 14 laps now and move ourselves up into 5th. So doing a little bit better than I thought we would. Had some mishaps there the last few laps. Otherwise, we probably could have been running right around with the 4 and the 1. Don't think we have anything for the 2 or the 5 at all. But I think we might, if we can get clean, we might have a shot at the 4. Not sure how the heck the 8 got all the way up here. He just turns right down into the 4. So not sure what is going on at all there. Yeah, we're gonna watch out for that. That's a bit weird, especially getting to the line with 1 to go now. Restarting 5th. Try to stay a little bit tighter on everybody. Again, I enjoy running this stuff. I just feel like at times it's very hard to run single monitor on this compared to pavement oval and road course, just because of how you drive these cars. Everybody's away, try to get rolling. Didn't get the best restart through the exit of 4 off, so it caused me to lose a little bit of time. but trying to do the best we can to see if we pull away. Looks like the 10 and the 6 are running side by side. Wow, 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 wow. 1 and 5 come flying down. 4 gets into the 5. Somehow we don't make any contact. We're going to follow the 4 right around, trying to stay off of him. 1 comes, or excuse me, 5 comes flying down on us. 1 and 5 go low, and we get turned by the 1. Hopefully we don't have too much damage out of that, although it feels like it's really jacked up based on how the and there's the meatball. I don't even know what we're supposed to do, honestly. I think that was all on the 1 and the 5 being hyper-aggressive, so that's going to end our night, unfortunately, end the race. I really don't know what the hell the 1 and the 5 were thinking out of that. That was just absolutely ridiculous the way that they were driving.
100 feet.
I have to put it
300 feet.
back. Doesn't really matter simply because we
Watch your speed limit in
are
the pits. 100 feet.
nowhere near being good enough. You can see we got almost 9 minutes of repair, so don't think this race is going to go that long, but we're going to park it and see if we can by any chance get it fixed and get back out there before the race ends. Yeah, super frustrating. Let's go watch the replay while the rest of the race is going on, because that was just I don't know what happened there, but it felt like it was uncalled for. So you can see the 10 tried to shove us there, getting through. We were able to avoid that. We're going to keep rolling away, trying to catch back up to the 14. Still running that inside line. This will be under caution. So here we go. Here's the restart. 10 and 6 are going to battle side by side. You can see the 1, 4, and 5 all got away from us. 1 turns down into the 5, which comes down. We're able to check up behind it. They go 3 wide. I'm just kind of sitting behind all this, just trying to follow in line with the 4. 5 comes straight off the corner and gets us. And then, yeah, so 1 repays 5 and sends him right into us, unfortunately. So you can see 5 got us right there, which sent us into the 4. And then from here, the 1's going to turn right down into, he's going to come across the track, which honestly might have been losing it, but I'm guessing with the way he's got the wheel cranked to the left, you can see the angle here, he's coming for payback. And unfortunately what happens is with him drilling the right rear of the 5, that's going to send the 5 right into us. I had absolutely nowhere to go. There was nothing I could do. So fortunately it just beat up the car too much. So you can see we're sitting 9th right now. We're going to fall probably all the way back to 13th. So frustrating, but what are you gonna do? Unfortunately, you're gonna pay for some people that decided to be dumb out of it. So, yeah, that's frustrating. Really, really is. Don't know why people got to do that. So, yeah, you can see I don't. Feel free to leave comments below if you think there was anything I could have done differently. But I feel like I was just kind of running that middle line, high line, trying to stay out and just get turned. I feel like that's just pure bad luck. So gonna go ahead and end the video now. There's probably not much left to watch that's worth seeing anything. So I don't think this race is going to take another 5.5 minutes and get back out. So yeah, sorry I couldn't get you guys a better finish. It's super frustrating, but appreciate anybody that's tuning in and watching this. It means quite a bit. By all means, hopefully I can get you a better finish. Let's take a look and see.
Wideland is leading the race.
We are on lap 22, but I don't see how they're not going to get this all done. So, yeah, super frustrating. Remember to leave any comments, any feedback below. I know, again, I'm not super great at Dirt Street Stock yet. Trying to work at it just like ARCA. But I feel like when it gets drier, we're at least getting a little bit faster able to run. So, trying to learn a little bit and hang with everybody. But, yeah, hopefully you guys got something enjoyable out of that for the laps that we were able to run. Remember to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. And until next time, hopefully all your races are clean, finishes are good, and your laps are fast. Thanks for watching.